I like the bike.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh, no problem.
I appreciate you. Sorry, my music was blasting. I couldn't hear a thing.
Oh, damn. That's why you got the boots on. It's all black.
Yep. Gotta get people's attention somehow, you know.
Yeah. how much they run you for?
This about 12K or 13.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So this is the last year that they made the R6. I bought it like after they announced that, but I wanted this exact bike, so I had to get it.
It looks like a James Bond type of bike though.
Thanks, bro.
I like the black on my mama. That motherfucker looks like clean as fuck.
Thanks.
Not that you weren't all black.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but I mean, it's cool though. I mean, the boots ain't even throwing it off or nothing. It's just, man. Cause I want a bike though, honestly.
For real? What do you want? You know what you want yet?
Nah, I'm just like I'm new at it, so I don't really know. Like everybody been telling me like different stuff, so I just been asking questions and just.
Yeah, I would recommend for sure starting on like a small bike. So I started on a 250. Okay. So some people tell you that, some people won't. Some people be like, go straight to a 600, and like that's cool and all, but you got to have a lot of self-control to do that.
Yeah, they like cause like if you don't like know what you're doing, like you can fuck around and man.
For sure. Even like driving over here, I just put this steering damper on.
Right.
So this piece, what it does is it makes the, like, I don't know if you've ever seen a tank slapper. You know what a tank slapper is? So that's when like you're going like 100 miles an hour, okay? And you hit a bump in just the right way, the handlebars will slap from left to right. Holy so they're slapping back and forth, and the only way that you can stop that from happening is put one of these things on. And it's like, it changes the steering, it feels like concrete. So like it feels like you're like you gotta put some effort into it. Okay. So if you hit that bump, it's gonna throw off that vibration and stop it from happening. Oh, okay.
Cause you can fuck around and rear into something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should look up videos of it, bro. It's insane.
Okay. I'm glad you. Thank you for that. I'm glad you told me that.
For sure, dog. Like, there's a lot of different opinions out there, but take it slow, take your time, learn how to do it. Like, it's so dangerous, but it's so fun, dude. It's addicting as hell. Yeah. Like, there's no other feeling like going like 140, 150 miles an hour on the highway.
I can't even imagine going that fast.
It's crazy because it's easy.
Oh, what?
It's easy. You just keep twisting and keep going, and you're like, it's like begging you for more. Okay. I for sure recommend getting your license. You can take like a whole course on like the I think it's MSD or something like that.
Somebody had told me go through the license course.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure, do the license thing. They teach you like a bunch of stuff, like the tank slappers. Yeah, they teach you what not to do, how to do like emergency brake. Yep. And that's a huge help for like getting into this stuff, and just teaching you like you want to react. You don't have to think about it. Right. So yeah, I for sure recommend it though. Like, do you have any idea what you want? No.
I just want a bike.
Do you want something like this, or do you want like more like a Harley?
Nah, I want something like this.
Okay, that's the way to go.
Ain't nothing wrong with Harleys, but I want something like this.
Yeah, bro. I'm kind of the same way. Like, my buddy has a bobber, which is more like a Harley. Oh, okay. It's definitely not a sport bike, but I've always been a sport bike kind of guy. Okay. Because I'm about the speed. Yeah. And like those motorcycles are still fast. Don't get me wrong, but these, dude, they're like a whole other level.
But cause I be seeing people up here with bikes. Yeah. Like, I've seen probably like 3 or 4 different bikes. One looks kind of like this, but it has like a lot more like. It looks like it's like fast as shit. Like, I mean, like it got like shit like that, but it's like on the front or something. Like it was okay. I think crazy. I know what you're talking. So like
it probably had like something right here that like jutted out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's probably, that could be a lot of different bikes, but it might be a Ducati. Was it, what color was it?
It was red.
It's a Ducati.
The guy that was riding with him, he had like a different like a regular class bike.
Yeah, there aren't many other bikes other than in red, than a Ducati, which I had a Ducati for a while. I had a white one though, and that one, 5 dudes picked it up and loaded it into a Kia and stole it.
Damn.
It was nuts. So that happened, and then 2 months before that, that blue R6 I was telling you about, that one got stolen too.
Damn. I don't get like some type of tracking device on it. Like,
I have this thing littered with tracking devices.
Awesome.
Crazy, dude. Like, people just like, because you legit can just like pick it up or whatever. Like, it takes no time at all, because people drill this out.
Yeah.
And then with the hairpin, just turn it on.
Yep.
You stick it in there and twist, and it's good to go. My buddy's bike got stolen just like that. He had an R6.
Damn.
So you gotta like lock him down.
Yeah. Never even had a dirt bike. Like,
for real.
Never even had a moped. Anything like that. I just literally just want a bike.
Yeah. Dude, mopeds are a cool place to start too, because you can kind of fuck around on them.
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking about getting a Honda Grom.
Oh.
I don't know if you know what that is. It's 125cc. It's like a little like mini bike basically.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you've seen them at some point, but like people will stun them, do like wheelies and stuff.
Yeah, see, I was gonna start third. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was gonna start third.
That's a good place.
Work my way up, you know. But I don't know where to get like a bike from. Like I tried doing research on like websites or like the bike stores that's like out here, but they don't really have like bikes like this. It's more like how much they charge you on like tires and stuff like that?
So maintenance overall like really isn't bad. What's bad is gear.
Oh.
So like these boots were like 400 bucks.
400? Okay.
Yeah, helmets like this helmet's like 600. These pants are they're actually kind of cheap. They're like, as far as gear goes, they're like 100 bucks.
Oh, those are.
But
like,
they have like pads and
I thought
all
those were
different
like
types of
regular
stuff.
jeans.
Yeah, they look like it's NBT. They're sick though. They have 2 knee pads. They have side pockets, and then they have hip pads over here.
Oh, okay.
All in all, like helmet, they're like all the gear and stuff. It gets real expensive. But tires are like, I think tires are like 200 bucks, 300 bucks, so it's not bad.
Okay.
Oil is super easy to change, so I think I spent like 60 bucks on an oil change for me to do it.
I like the cameras on your.
Oh yeah, the GoPro.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
That's actually smart, and you're doing the right thing. Like if somebody like hit you, or I mean that too, but you know, just
that's a huge benefit to it, because like a lot of people hit motorcyclists and they just run because they don't even care. Like, I mean, a lot of times too, like if you get hit, it's probably pretty serious. Yeah. Especially because people don't wear gear, they don't wear helmets, especially around here. Like nobody wears helmets.
I've seen that.
It's so dumb, dude. Like that's the one. If you're gonna wear anything, wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Dude.
No. Yeah. Cause when I was younger, probably when I was a kid, I seen my first motorcycle accident in front of my house. Like me and my friend, we was chasing each other. Next thing I know, the guy just like he hit a car and he just flew. Yeah, cause I was still in grade school, so I don't know. I was probably like younger than that. Yeah. But like I don't know if he was okay or not. But I know they rushed him to the hospital. That's all I remember. Like the ambulance came, like and that shit was just crazy.
Yeah, I saw one motorcycle accident, and it was I was actually riding with a bunch of people I knew, and I don't really do group rides anymore because like I feel like group rides like
they're dangerous.
People always end up getting hurt. All the ones I've heard about or seen, like people I think get like anxious or nervous about like all the people around, and they're like, I'm gonna fuck around more. Yeah, exactly.
Going.
Yeah.
Shoot. Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, you know, if you're leaning in, like you don't know who's coming up behind you, and they don't know what you're doing, so like nobody's using turn signals ever. No one ever uses turn signals. So like, you know, I try and stay away from all that. But I was doing a group ride, actually like up in the mountains, and so I was like I was carving through the canyons and stuff, and there was a guy right in front of me, and he was actually like one of my managers at the time, so he was kind of my boss. But he was like right in front of me. He's on I think it was a Harley or something, but he was leaning into the turn, and he leaned over so much that the peg caught the ground and like lifted the back tire. And then what ended up happening is it like lifted it up, was toppling back tire over front tire.
Damn, so it like flipped?
Yep, it was going like this.
Holy shit, yeah,
and
see, okay, damn.
He fucked up his knee, like real bad. It looked like someone took like a scoop of his skin out. It was bad.
Oh yeah, no, that gravel burn is like, you ain't even gotta tell you about that, like, whoo.
Yeah, not something you want to mess around with. And
you can literally just sliding, you can take everything off. Like,
yeah,
man,
bro.
Everything. Like,
that's why you wear gloves. And then crazy, after he crashed, I tried to like ride up further to go get help because we were up in the mountains, so like there's not a lot of people around or anything, and we didn't have phone service. So I went up to this fire station, and of course, like, you know, again, great example of like when people get in big groups, you just stop thinking. I like pull up on some gravel and didn't even notice it. I grabbed like a fistful of front brake and just dumped the bike like right in the parking lot. I was only going like 4 miles an hour or whatever, but I'm like on my way to get help. I dumped my bike for the first time ever, and the shift lever, which is down by your left foot, the end of it like snapped off. So, and then I had like an 1.5 hour ride home.
Cause you wasn't thinking, you was too worried about him, man.
Exactly. I was all up in my head. I wasn't thinking about nothing other than trying to get this guy help, because I don't know if he's got broken bones. I don't know if like, I don't know what's going on. Because I saw him crash and people were like, go get help. I was like, okay. He ended up being like super okay, other than like sprained something. I don't think anything was broken, but he had some like wrap around him the next day at work and stuff. Man. But other than that, like 99% of the time, it's super fun.
Right,
no issues, no problems. Start on 125, 250, like whatever. Don't listen to these people. They're like, oh, you can start on a 600. I went from a 250 to a 900, which is like a huge jump.
Okay.
And the Ducati had something called wet mode, so it like detuned the bike, made it a lot slower. So I popped it in wet mode. I rode it around for like a month to just get used to the power, so I wasn't like, you know, accidentally doing some stupid stuff.
Right.
And that ended up working out. But even after I had the Ducati, I ended up wanting an R6 because I wanted to get better at turning. Okay. Because more lean equals more risk.
Oh, okay.
Because you're like leaning over like super far or whatever.
Right.
And so like people will judge you based off like this strip right here.
Right.
And they call them chicken strips.
Right, okay.
Because they're like, you're afraid to lean the bike over more. Which, like, you know, these are like all right. They're not bad, they're not great, but I just like, I'm not that crazy about trying to get super low. You'll see people that get so low they drag their elbow.
But I only seen that on like the motorcycle channel when they like racing, like they leaning. And I mean, they like leaning into it. Like,
I love to like, you know, lean into a turn and get as low as I can, but like I backed off the 900 to get the 600 so I can learn more of that stuff without as much power. And like I was getting the hang of it pretty well, and then I threw this on and it's like, it's messing with my steering now. Like this is like the 3rd or 4th time I've ridden with this on. Okay. And like now, do you know what counter steering is? Probably not. So what counter steering is like with motorcycles? So, you know, you turn a car, you turn the steering wheel right, you go right. Yeah. With a bike, it's the opposite, believe it or not. So you push left, you push forward to go left. Oh. So it turns handlebars this way. And what that does is the bike will lean that direction. So when I'm pushing into a turn, this is now fighting me. Oh. Where there was like no resistance before, it slows it down. So like, I don't really know how I feel about it yet, because it takes some getting used to it. So I'm kind of like scared to lean it in super far for that reason.
Okay, I got you. I appreciate you for explaining all this to me, man.
For sure, dog.
This is as long as I ever had a conversation with somebody on a motorcycle for real. Other guys, they don't really want to, I guess, conversate or something like that. But I appreciate you straight talking to me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, this is, in my experience, most people are happy to talk about it, but every now and then, like, I've seen people who are just closed off. They don't want to talk to anybody. I don't get that. But, I mean, like, I want to share all the stuff that I can, because if you do get a bike one day, like, there's a lot of stuff you need to know.
I'm most definitely take that class, though.
For sure.
I want a bike, so I'm going to take the class.
Yeah, exactly. It's the best $200 you'll spend.
Well, that's my ride. It's probably like 10 o'clock right now.
Are the lights gonna stay on or no?
Yeah, no, the lights gonna stay on.
Travis?
Yeah.
Cool, appreciate it, man.